Dear students, for semester 1 English video lesson topic is discourse markers. In this video we are going to learn what are discourse markers, what are the functions of discourse markers, and also some examples and some exercises on discourse markers, how they will be asked in your examination, semester end examinations. So these things we are going to see in this video, right? Let's see what is a discourse marker. Discourse marker helps the readers to understand the relation between sentences or paragraphs. Looking at the proper discourse marker, the reader can predict the next portion of the text. The reader can predict the next portion of the text. Okay, when you read a text, if you come across a discourse marker, the reader can, we can predict what is going to come. You can predict. So it also helps the readers to understand the writer's attitude or perception. So it can sometimes be a word or a phrase. It may be a word or a phrase. Okay. For example, in spite of, on the other hand, these are phrases. Sometimes words like well, okay, actually, basically. So sometimes words, or it may be phrases. Okay. So discourse markers are signposts that a writer uses in their text to indicate a sequence of ideas. The function is to organize content into noticeable segments. Here, signposts, they are like signposts. Signposts means they give information, they show a right way. So that's why we are calling them as signposts. Okay, so to indicate a sequence of ideas. So sometimes these discourse markers also called fillers. So discourse markers, in other words, you can say they establish connection between discourse units. These are used to begin, start or end of a conversation. You can see in the beginning, for example, firstly, at first. These used at the beginning of our conversation, and also end of a conversation. These discourse markers used to connect ideas. Okay, to connect, organize and manage what we say or write. Okay, so we are there any differences between discourse markers in speaking and writing? Yeah, there are. We use different discourse markers in speaking and writing. For example, let's take speaking discourse markers. Well, actually, ho, right. These are all anyway. These are all speaking discourse markers. We use them in speech. Usually we use them. Regularly we use them in our speech. So I mean, you know, well, these are all speaking discourse markers. For example, in writing we use discourse markers, common discourse markers. I am saying common discourse markers are, on the other hand, in spite of, despite of, as a result. Okay, however. So these are all we use in our writing as discourse markers. So now these discourse markers are also called fillers. So what are fillers? So fillers, fillers actually they don't have meaning, no meaning at all. They are used to fill the gap. They are very short. They are used to fill silence when you are speaking. So for example, fillers, well, totally, ho, okay. So these are called fillers. So fillers are also called discourse markers. So how do these fillers help us? So in speaking, in our speech, they make you keep going. Okay, so they fill silence whenever you are speaking, and sometimes they don't add any meaning to the sentences you are speaking. So these are the fillers, and we can also call them as discourse markers, and also some people also call them as transition words, linkers. Okay, so let us see what are the discourse markers. Examples: actually, I mean, oh, well, now, then, basically, so, because, and, but, or, on the other hand, frankly, as a matter of fact, to be honest, however, in spite of, despite of, accordingly, in contrast. So these are all examples of the discourse markers. Okay, so these discourse markers, I ask you to do an activity. You record your voice for few minutes, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, then play it. Observe, notice how many discourse markers you used, like oh, well, now, then, like this. Right, anyway. So find out the discourse markers and write them in your notebook. If you use a discourse marker so frequently, so try to avoid use a single discourse marker or so, because so many times. Instead of that, use some other discourse markers, similar discourse markers, so that your speech is, so that your speech will be good, will be attractive. Okay, so do this activity, right? In this slide I have given discourse markers at the left side, and when we use discourse markers, the explanation is given to the right side. So to add a point stated earlier, we use discourse markers like moreover, in addition, additionally, further, further to this, also, beside, what's more. Like we use these discourse markers in our speech. Okay, next, to compare a contrast an earlier point with one with a new one. For example, however, on the other hand, in contrast, yet, although, even though, despite the fact that, in spite of that, regardless of the fact that. Okay, to reason out something, because, since, as, these are the discourse markers, right? And to arrive at a result, therefore, consequently, in consequence, as a result, accordingly, hence, thus, for this reason, because of this, right? To express a condition that needs to be fulfilled. If is a condition, if sentences, condition sentences, in the event of, as long as I said, provided that, assuming that, given that we all use these discourse markers. Okay. Next, to add emphasis to an earlier point, on the contrary, as a matter of fact, in fact, indeed. So we use these discourse markers to emphasize what we have spoken earlier. Next, giving examples or restatement. For example, for instance, to illustrate specifically, in other words, in particular. Next, presenting causes or reasons and effect results. Thus, consequently, therefore, as a result, accordingly, for this reason, hence, in consequence. Here, here you have to. Here is there is a typo. Here you write a as a, not as result, as a. I am marking that area, so please make correction. As a result, there is a typo. Okay, so next topic is showing similarity. Okay, so read it as a result, showing similarity. Similarly, likewise, in the same way, in like fashion also. Next, showing contrast. Already in the previous slide we discussed this, compare and contrast. So here specifically only contrast. On the other hand, nevertheless, in contrast, however, conversely, rather, on the contrary, otherwise, instead. Okay. So we use these discourse markers. For example, anyway, this anyway discourse marker used to shift the focus. And also here I have given an exercise, fill in the blanks. This is your examination model, and examination discourse markers topic is asked in this model, and also they give options in the answers in the bracket. You have to choose a suitable answer and write it in the fill in the blanks. That is your model question in your examination, right? So first question, my mother is a homemaker dash, my friend's mother is an employee in the state government. Okay, so here first sentence you see till the comma, my mother is a homemaker, so it is a first sentence, and another sentence, my friend's mother is an employee in state government. So you are making some contrast. So to contrast we use whereas. Answer is whereas. Second question, dash the poem depicts the worthlessness of war. So it is about a result. To arrive at a result we use thus, as a result, or thus. Answer is thus. Third question, dash she is not interested in studying MBBS. As a matter of fact, she is not interested in studying MBBS. Next question, dash we reached our destination safely. Finally. Next, dash I called the neighbors for help at first. So these are the answers. Let's go to another slide and see some exercises. So here I have given you options, as I said, on the other hand, firstly, as a result, especially. So here we use as I said, discourse marker when when you stated already something again you restating it. Okay, on the other hand, use it for contrary. Firstly, it use it to begin the sentence, as a result, to arrive at a result. So these are the uses of these discourse markers. Let us see. You know, first question is, smartphone turns people into lazy persons. Dash, there are some education programs on. Here, advantage and disadvantages of smartphone. They make your brain dull and they make you a lazy person, and also there are education programs on the smartphone. So both the sentences are contrary, so we use on the other hand. So that is the answer. Okay, so second question, dash, I would like to thank all the participants for making this webinar successful. So suitable answer is firstly. When you begin the conversation or some, you can use this firstly. Next question, dash, yesterday I don't enjoy movies. So when you read this sentence, you can understand that something he has said yesterday, that he is restating the same thing again. So as I said yesterday, I don't enjoy movies. He doesn't like movies. Already he told. Okay. Next, new education policy will bring many changes in education. Dash, in higher education. So new NEP bring many changes in education, especially in higher education, because NEP has brought so many changes in higher education. The system also 10+2+3 system also changed. Now the bachelor degree has become 4 years, and honors also introduced. Okay. So next question, my father didn't get any medical aid in COVID hospital. Dash, he died. Okay. So something to arrive at a result. It is as a result. He didn't get medical help, so he died. So related answer is as a result he died. Okay. So please do the activity which I have said just now. Record your voice for few minutes and try to find out, notice the discourse markers in your speech and write them in your notebook, and try to avoid repeated discourse markers. Use various different discourse markers in your speech, and also when you listen to your friend, your teacher, try to notice discourse markers and their function also. Discourse markers have certain function. Okay. And such as well, a discourse marker, some discourse markers like well, 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 to have a number of functions, not only a single function. So you have to keep these things in your mind while reading discourse markers, and the more you practice, the more you become perfect. So read discourse markers, use them in your speech, in your writing, become perfect. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Our next video will be on a grammar topic, and it will be on Monday. So let's meet on Monday. Thank you. Bye.